Good morning, folks. Thompson Farmstead Adventure. Today is Wednesday, February the 15th.
Thursday.
Huh?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Yeah. Thursday, February 15th, 2024. And we're inside the master bedroom / primary / main bedroom walk-in closet, which is also our storm shelter for hurricane. This house came with two, one inside the garage. I've shown before that I don't like because to me it's like a coffin. If something falls, if the garage falls down on it because it's in the ground, how do you get out, you know? This one here seems to be a little more safer, but we did just find out that, go ahead. We did just find out how thick the concrete is because we're drilling to put these screws in, which are a TapCon style. I think TapCon might be the brand name, but these ones here are 2 3/4 by 1/4. These are Power Pros I've got from our local place, and we had to put, what I'm doing is we got 3/4 of an inch plywood, so we're going to stop. We're going to go a little bit deeper than that because I want to be able to pull the head in so it's flush, so it's recessed in. I mean, flush or recessed, either way. So I didn't want to go with the number 8s or number 10 hectagon type heads because I need to have these recessed in. What's nice about them, they are a T30, so it works great there. But we found out that this concrete pad above us, the ceiling, is about that deep because we went through it. So we had to put tape on here so we don't go through it. And I'm not sure if I like that it's only about 4 inches deep, thick. I just feel that this guy here I don't know. I've never had one of these. And for my safety, thank God the door opens inward. And of course it has top, center, and bottom deadbolts, to latch it in there and make sure nothing happens. And the door opens inward, so if the house does collapse in a tornado, at least we can still open the door, so I have to worry about debris being in the way to push it outward. But I don't feel 4 inches is thick enough to handle the load that could possibly come down on us. Because we have a tall attic, that's a lot of weight up there. I have to give that some thought, I have to look at some other ones out there that are built the same way. Like I said, this is my first one. I didn't know this type existed. I've seen the metal ones. I've seen the ones that are in the ground that are made out of concrete and metal, and some of them are all metal, some of them are all concrete. But I've never seen them built like this. Basically like a panic room. But I want to make sure that because this is a tornado shelter, it will handle the weight of the debris that can come down on it. I did see, real quick, a tornado that hit last year hit a school. And the father just happened to be there to pick up his son when it hit, and he ran into the men's restroom and he grabbed a couple other boys and they ran over to the corner of the block wall area. The roof was wood and had trusses and stuff. I think there were metal trusses, whatever. Well, the whole roof got pulled off. And the debris from all that stuff, because he was hovered over the kids and shoved them inside like the handicap stall, all the debris did come down and knock the dividing doors and panels of the stalls, the bathroom stalls, onto them. But I have to take into consideration they didn't have a concrete ceiling in there. They just had plaster or whatever they had up there. And, they survived it, that's for sure, which is great. But a tornado, they do a lot of damage. Anyways, so I got Matthew drawing out holes. We're gonna go where there's a seam and we're putting every 12 inches and try to secure it up. So I've got it marked out, so I'm gonna put every 12 inches there, and then here on this seam, and then come over there too. And then we're gonna see with my level if this area is still sagging. This area doesn't look like it is, but this is where we had our issues right here. As it was sagging down. It was down almost 5/8 of an inch. Yesterday, Matthew pulled it up. And, you know, so we're gonna keep him busy doing that. I'm gonna go out to the water heater closet. Let me take you out there. My wife over here doing all the pecans. I gave her a hand getting this stuff done, but man, I tell you, this stuff would be like carpal tunnel here. You're trying to get all the nuts and stuff. Say hi.
Hi. It's not even on.
It is. You think it's not? I wouldn't. Huh? It's not?
Nope.
It's not?
It's not on.
Kim? It's not?
It's not on.
Looks like it's recording to me.
It's not on.
Anyways. Keep the dogs separate from the bedroom. They could, like, running around in there, seeing what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, here's the key. Back, you think? Dirty little scoundrel. Back. Get back out there and be their guard dog. Look at him. Going. Anyway, so get back over here. I'm going to start on this area. These guys, man, they run everywhere. It's our new addition. Gotta watch them too, because they can get out. There's a gate here. My baby boy right there, huh? Look at them play. Alright, anyways. Oh man, the door was left open all night. Alright, well, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to put the metal trim on up here. Get it on up there as well. That's the only place I really need it. This area here, I'm just going to have to mud and tape and go wide on it. So I'm going to get busy on that. Definitely need to have more mud. I should have got that yesterday. So a lot of things going on. Just trying to get it all taken care of. You know, especially since it still can snow up till April around here. And we're in the middle of February. I want to get all that stuff done out there in the closet. Water lines ran. Whoops. Just, you know, I want to get as much done as I can. I don't like doing workout outside when it's super cold because, you know, my body kind of locks up. But anyways, especially when it rains, I don't want to track stuff in and out, or snows or whatever. I don't want to track stuff in and out of the house. So let me get busy. Alrighty, well, here we go. Matthew's taking care of the stitching. We just had lunch. I went back to the store, get some more mud. So he took care of that area there. Now we're gonna go ahead and let me get this camera adjusted. I'm going to see if this thing is level or not. We have any bowing. So, because this section here was down about 5/8 of an inch, I'm gonna have him just drill a stitch through here, because I think the area that fell is like right around this area here, right where the stain's at. So, do one row here first, all the way across, and then we'll do another row here. We'll see, after you do this one here, then we'll see if we need to go any further.
Okay.
All right. shower is dry yet. Fan in here. Before I start taping and mudding out there, I mean, I still have the trim to put on, but I'm looking at, I'm gonna wait until this one's drywall. That way I can go from that room to this one here. Put a fan in this room, put a fan over there, and then go back and sand them both, and then put the second coat on and stuff like that. So I'm kind of putting the tape and mud over there off. I'll put the trim on, you know, the corner bead, but I'll wait to tape and mud so I can just get everything ready to do at the same time. Yeah, excuse me. So right now I'm going to start looking at what's going to take to start chipping away some of the tile inside of the shower. And let me get my head together here, and also the materials. Matthew went ahead and did a row. We still have a little bit of, you know, rock down there with the level. I think maybe just the 3/4 inch ply, when it got wet, just expanded, and we're not going to be able to get it back. We couldn't notice it when the drywall was up, and it was, you know, collapsing down or dropping down about maybe 1/4 inch at the seams where we cut that square out, and then it came down another. Came down about 5/8 of an inch gap. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just add a couple more rows of stitching. I was playing around with this, my Makita, and just trying to get it started. I'm gonna switch over to this bit here so we get done. I've got the drain all taped up, and we'll see how it rock and rolls. Noisy. Go ahead and get trash can in here and all that, so get this all cleaned up. I'm going to do the best I can to salvage the floor. I'm not keeping the color, but I want to do, I don't want to chip away this tile. I can always grind it down and coat over it if I want to do another tile. Everything's already pitched properly. I don't want to disturb the pitch. I don't want to have to redo the pan. Different grades that are here. This here slightly pitches this way, that there slightly pitches that way, then the back wall pitches, you know, it all pitches to the drain. So I don't want to disrupt that. I'm still looking at putting go ahead, man. I'm still looking at putting epoxy floor down. So there's 2 companies I'm going to contact that I've been watching on YouTube. You know, I'm telling you, YouTube is the way to learn everything. I've done epoxy before, not just that dang countertop that I kind of messed up on. You know, when you're in a hurry to get stuff done and move on to next, sometimes you just don't take the time that you should. And, that's kind of where I was at with that little epoxy countertop. Well, like I said before, that was in my office, my sink, my office sink. Well, what's the matter, Harley? Come here. Come here. Did you hurt your leg? Come here. You were hobbling there a little more than normal. You okay, buddy? Huh? You playing with the girls out there in the backyard? Anyways, I'm going to look at Stone Coat countertops. They did a shower. Hang on a second. There. I don't have to hold it. He did a shower using, I think it was 1-inch foam board. You know, the Pink Panther one, the pink one. You find at Lowe's or Home Depot. The more expensive one. And what he did is he went ahead and sanded the corners, and then he epoxied the sheet. and you use that for the shower panels. It was lightweight, you know, and it almost looked like, you know, granite or travertine or anything else like that, you know. It was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go back to that video and see what they did for the flooring. See if they just did a regular tile or if they epoxied it. And if they didn't, I'm gonna see what they recommend to epoxy over the tile. Let me get things together and let's see how far I get on the shower today. All right, well, this is how far I've gotten so far. And what I'm finding out is all they did was just put the cement board on here. That was it, no drywall behind it or anything. And I know you can do different applications, but this house having so many leaks. I sit down here on this bench, which is maybe like the second time I've done it. My fear is, what does it look like along the edge? Are we gonna have like major gaps like this in the corner that have all the way down to the ground? You know, because when that grout starts separating, and granted, it's not granite, but granted, it's very tight, probably like what, 1/16? I think it is. The grout line is supposed to be like 1/16, maybe 30 seconds. It's might be considered even 1/8, but very close grout line, so it should not leak. But I've had way too many issues with this home, so. All right, folks. Well, today's the next day. I ended up running out of storage on my iCloud. I had, what, 200 megabytes, so I had to go to 2 terabytes. I still have a little more tile to take off. And basically what I'm doing is taking the hammer and just hitting it lightly so I don't blow through this hardy backer or whatever this one is, the cement board. You know, this is what happens when you don't put a sealant on everything. This is the corner. You know, the shower head came out here and it was one of those rain showers, and then you have these two guys spraying, that one spraying, this one spraying, and then you have the one that had the hose to it. Look at this, guys. It was just, you see where the bench was at. So I don't know what kind of damage I'm gonna have down there. I don't see any signs of any corrosion through that hole there, which is underneath the bench. You can see that hole right through there. That's actually underneath that bench, so I didn't see anything there. So we might be lucky. Just might be just the corner right here. But it's just poorly done, you know. They wrapped the tile around here, as you can see. So water gets in. It's just, none of it was sealed. I mean, they just threw board up and come on, guys, this is a shower, man. You know, if you want to wash the walls and all that stuff, if you got a small crack in here or the grout's coming out, you know, in between the tile and stuff like that, it's going to get wet in there. It's going to get, you know, moisture and stuff. Just hokey. Look at that. Big old gaps. You know, just slap together, get the job done. No permits. You know, that's what happens when you don't have permits if you don't do it right. If you do it yourself, you know, watch all the videos if you don't know how. But I'll get this cleaned up. You guys will see. So anyways, yesterday, like I said, I ran out of storage. Try to get, using my hotspot on my phone, I try to download some stuff, and sometimes a 4-minute video will take you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes depending, because I'm in that Faraday cage of a metal building. So luckily for me that today they ran the fiber optic from the pole. All right, real quick, I'm gonna add to the video. I keep cutting out. I paid for more service on the cloud, but now my phone's cutting out. So I'm gonna have to take this weekend to start downloading as much as I possibly can to get off the phone. Like I was trying to say before this thing cut out, get the showered to the extent we want. Today's Friday, the 16th of February. So Monday we'll start drywalling here so I can tape the mud both areas. We'll have all the other tile out of here. I'll see what other wood I need to replace in that wall section that I was showing you. And then I need to take this coming up week or weekend, either this weekend or next week or next weekend, to go get, it's not granite, it's man-made, drawn a plank, man. This here, a quartz, that's right, quartz. And go get the quartz or whatever. I'm gonna have to build a rack for inside my truck and buy a grabber, and then if I can get my neighbor to use his tractor, we can hook it up to his forks. If not, I'll go rent a forklift. Either way, it's gonna be a lot cheaper, or I should say, less expensive than hiring a company to come out and just cut rectangle pieces or backsplashes and stuff. Our tub is a drop-in, so I can cut that oval with the grinder. It's not a problem. The backsplashes are just straight pieces over here and there. And then we have another sink about this big in the front, half bath. Fiber optic company did come and put the main line in the box outside my building. Now I'm just waiting for the guys to come inside, pull the fiber optic to my office area inside that blue tube that we ran with the string, and then do their magic and get me hooked up to where I don't have to use the cell phone as a Wi-Fi station. Anyways, guys, God bless. Take care. Have a beautiful weekend.